Papua New Guinea has 820 spoken languages. I mean, talk about showing off. Hey guys, this is Shebs from Shebs the Wanderer, helping you to wander, discover, explore. It's another edition of 15 Minutes where I get the chance to talk to someone else about their travels. My guest today is my friend Dick Ezcurra. I met him first in Peru. He was my tour guide. Jimmy and I kept in touch after my visit to Peru. He's such a likable guy. I'm sure everyone's going to love him. He's got an incredible story to tell. He's traveled all over Peru, plus parts of the world as well. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Hola Jimmy, ¿cómo está?
Yo muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien, gracias.
Qué bien.
That's all right. That's
progress, eh?
Yeah, my Spanish is very limited. I remember when I came to Peru, my Spanish was getting better and better. But
yeah, because you were like 21 days here, right? So
yes,
it's like you just catch all the Spanish words. And in Peru, Bolivia, the people speak slowly, clearly, so it's like better for you.
Okay. Well, I heard recently that Peru is coming out of lockdown.
The government said that it's flexible. That means that everybody can go out without any restrictions, but you should keep the distance. And now, at the beginning, it was just to use the mask, but now you should just use the facial protection.
Well, I want to start off with, Jimmy. So, how did you start off in travel? When was the first time you went traveling? Was it with your family? Was it with your friends?
Well, my life was traveling all my life. So my father is pilot. I was traveling when I was like, I don't know, 9 months. Yeah.
9 months old?
9 months,
oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Was just around like overflying around my city with my mom, my father, and we took some photos. My older brother and me, we were traveling also a lot with my mom and my father. Then I had another a sister, no? She born, and with her also we were traveling a lot, no? Pucallpa, Lima, different cities in Peru, no? But when my fourth sister arrived, we just stopped. I mean, my mom, I think that she was taking care of everything, especially of children, and she was not really motivated to traveling and to take care of four of the kids, no? So, but after that, I went to the university, and in the university again, no excursions, because I was doing agriculture studies. I never liked it, but I learned a lot, to be honest, because here in Peru, there is also like few opportunities. There is no like number of careers that maybe you have in UK, in the developing countries, no? But I'm very happy. So I really love traveling. With this situation, I was like a little bit sad and frustrated, maybe. I cry some days. I really cry some days. Why? Because I think that the life is too short, because travel is life. Life is travel. So that's for me.
I met you when I was in Peru. You were my tour guide, and you showed me all around Peru. We kept in touch, and it was, you know, I remember when I was leaving Lima for the last time. I remember you came out to meet me for a drink, even though you finished the tour. That's how close we became. And I remember, do you remember me buying this top? The Cusco top. You know, this is I bought this in Cusco. Yeah, you know what? I remember buying 10 T-shirts or 6 T-shirts. I can't remember. One of the it was quite a few. I remember I got it for so cheap. But no, you and I met then, and we kept in touch, telling each other our stories and stuff. So, and it's been, you know, that's what, as you said before, that is all about traveling. You meet people, you know, you experience life, and you know, I've stayed connected with you, and that is all about traveling for me. I met you through G Adventures, and that's who you worked for. So Just tell us how you started with G Adventures as a tour company and becoming a tour guide, and what's the current situation at the minute with the pandemic? Is there plans to go back to G Adventures?
I was working in a hotel first, yeah, here in Lima, in Barranco. That is a nice area also, where the YOLO tours arrive, no? The YOLO tours, the youngest people or
Oh
the
yeah, you call them the
29 to 40
yes,
years
yes. Well,
nowadays,
they
yeah?
call them the you only live once, right? So the YOLO,
Yeah.
you only live once.
But now they changed the name, yeah? But so then after some application, so I just told to the people like, hey, I'm here doing this, so but I'm engineer. So do you think that I can be like can apply to for this job? And the tour leaders told me yes, you can. In the there is like psychologists, there is accountants, business administration, etc., etc. The only thing that you need is coordinate, so good sense of humor and this, and then you could do it for sure. The Monday I went to the office and they were with a roulette, and they were playing with the roulette with me, and I said like, what is this, no? And I remember in that roulette is there was questions like, for example, if you have if you are a superhero, which power do you want to have, or something like that. My power should be read the mind, the no,
Read the mind, yeah.
read the mind in order that discover what my travelers want, no, in order to give them everything that they need, everything that they want, no. Unfortunately, we can have that power, but that was my answer. And after two or three more that I just give the playing with the roulette there, yeah, they just told me like, this was just to tell you that you are in. So, and
Oh,
after
fantastic.
that, yeah, after that, I just continue with the shadow training. And after the shadow training, my first solo trip.
Now that you're obviously with the
Well,
pandemic, you're not working
mhm,
with G Adventures at the minute because of there's no tours, is there?
exactly. There is no tour, so we are waiting that everything reactivate again here in Peru. So in order that we can start to travel again. No?
The impact it's had on your life. So, I mean, you're talking about having to not go into work. What sort of impact has it had on Peru and, people who can't support themselves? Many people have just had to sort of give up their careers. What do you think this is going to do long term for Peru because of this pandemic?
Well, in Peru, we had some bonus that the government provide us.
Okay, that's good.
But that was depend. For example, extreme poverty, they have something like 400, 500 soles. No. Also, in the banks, for example, if you have like some debts with the credit cards, for example, they delay for 3 months. After the 3 months,
Ah, okay, okay.
that is a time that you expect to have a new job, no, or to recover your job, or to get a new salary and a new job, and you can
Of course.
start to pay again and again, no.
Of
So
course.
different things. We had like 3 or 4 different bonus, but in Peru for sure there was not enough, because was just one bonus for 3 months. Actually, if it's the same bonus, but every month 400, 400, 400 soles per month should be nice, but that was just 1 month for all this pandemic stuff. So that I think that is no fair, because some people is going to work in order to get money. Also, there is new people going to the street to sell product. There is also a big problem with the migration from, well, people from Venezuela coming to Peru. They are almost 1.5 million now. And
So 1.5 million people have come over from Venezuela to
yeah,
Peru because people that don't know, Venezuela is still in a political dilemma where there's obviously issues there, and
Yes.
as you said, so that many people have come into the country.
For sure, they don't have nothing. So, and they are on the street, they're asking for money, selling products, or just uh, asking for money in the street or for food. I think that is the same situation in the developing countries, especially in South America, Africa. I think that that will be like, or so in some Asian countries also.
Do you think it's going to be safe for tourists to come in? Because South America, before I spoke to you about it when I went to South America, or when I went to Peru, I should say, and the perception of South America being a dangerous, continent, violence, crimes and stuff. Do you think people hearing this will go, "Ooh, I'm not going to go to South America because you don't know what the political situation is like over there"? So, do you think this is going to maybe put people off, or do people just have to go and support these countries because they need tourism to help them through this?
As a traveler, I will tell you that, for example, in my first idea before to go to Europe, I was thinking like Europe should be like one of the safest countries, so the safest place to go, no? But definitely everywhere you go, there is like some places that are no nice to visit, or there is some streets that you shouldn't visit. That is the first thing that I mentioned also in my welcome meetings, like, okay guys, so this is a nice country, but like in every country, everywhere, you can have like some different problems. So every time that we arrive to a different city, I will tell you where to go, where don't to go. Yeah. So I think that about secure or insecure places is everywhere. I saw like some people trying to steal a luggage, for example, in Belgium. Then I saw like some pickpocketing also in Paris. I think that the security and insecurity, you can find it everywhere. I think that the Venezuelans are not a problem. No, I think that the problem is the people that discriminate them, because so they are not here or they are not in other countries, because there is Venezuelans everywhere now. So Colombia is full of Venezuelans, Ecuador is full of Venezuelans, and I think and I feel really really bad when some people discriminate people from Venezuela, uh, because I said that they are not here because they want to be here. They want just to give a better life to the people that is still there.
Yeah, I just want to just point out, obviously, what you said, very crystal clear, that those people that are coming over from Venezuela, they just they've got nowhere to go. They don't, as you said, they're not, they haven't chose to go over there for, they've had to come over because of what the situation is like in Venezuela. So that's the first point. And as I said to you earlier, that it's important people do still go to a place like Peru, Colombia, Uruguay, Argentina, because those countries will be hit hard, on a financial level. So hopefully, when people start to travel again, people think of South America and Peru, of course. So, well said, Jimmy. I want to take you back to some fun points now. So you've done a lot of traveling through Peru. Obviously, I traveled with you all over Peru. We did everywhere. One of my highlights was, by the way, going to the Amazon. That was fantastic. I remember actually. Do you remember? Actually, I don't know whether you remember this. Actually, we were on a boat, and we were in the Amazon, and it was around about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, and it was dark. And I remember you said, "Right, look, everyone, look up, look at the stars." And I remember you said, "Remember this moment, because you should never ever forget that you're here in the Amazon looking at the stars." And I remember that to this day. I remember you saying that. What are some of your highlights then from just traveling around? Because you've done so much of Peru, you've done all of Peru. I mean, there's obviously some negatives as well because you're away from your family a lot and friends. But what has been the highlight of Peru, would you say, first?
For Peru, for me, is like the diversity of that we have in this, the geographic especially, no? For sure, Machu Picchu for me is the best part because it's located like between the Andes and between the forest. I'm from the forest, and also I really like the Andes. I like the mountains. So for me, Machu Picchu is like a good combination of Peru, even in culture and in territory. Machu Picchu is just magic, I think. For sure, we have different things to show you, know. It's the, for example, in Cusco is Machu Picchu is the Inca culture, pre-Inca cultures. In the jungle, we have a different kind of tourists. It's mainly something like ecologic, flora, fauna. No? I remember that night that I told you, like, every time that you see a star, just remember in the best things in your life, and also remember at least like 1-2 seconds about Peru, no?
Before we came on, you were talking about going to Africa, Spain, all over Africa as well. Obviously, that plan has now
Broken.
yes. I mean, but would you have plans to go back after maybe
Of
next year?
course, of course, of course, of
Where,
course.
whereabouts?
Maybe,
Where did you want to
even
go?
maybe this year. Who
Well,
knows?
where did you
Yeah,
want to where did you want to go in Africa? Because Africa is an amazing continent to travel
yeah.
around.
I want first to have like the little contact, or just to have like the introduction to Africa. My plan was to go to the Canary Island, that is very close to Africa, and then go to Morocco. No, so Morocco, and after Morocco, come back to Europe to visit many friends that I have there, and the next year maybe South Africa, South
Oh, South Africa,
Africa.
yes.
So and other countries around there. But South Africa, I think that is like a good place where you have safari, um, you have everything, I think, or a good part of Africa. So
You moved to Germany for a couple of years. You were saying to learn about the tourism industry, learn maybe German, English, make your English a bit better and stuff. What was the overall experience of Germany when you went back to after you left Germany, went back after 2 years? Was your experience of Germany something that made you into the man you are now? Um, how was all of that?
well, Germany was for sure one of my best experience in my life. Actually, I got a scholarship. And then I went 2 years to Germany to do all the master programs there in organic agriculture. And so, but at that time also I get involved with hospitality and tourism. I consider Germany my second home. I consider many friends as my family, because they were like my family. They were like my family because we were doing studies. We were just alone there, without no parents, no brothers, no, and they were our friends, but they become like part of our family. People
Fantastic.
from Mexico, Indonesia, Pakistan, well, South America, also Colombia, Venezuela.
So
So
you've got literally friends from all over the world there,
everywhere.
yeah, all over
Yeah,
the world, which is what I
that's
love to
true.
hear anyway. That is, as I said to you, that is all about traveling. You've also gone all over Europe as well, haven't you? Not just Germany. You've done many places around Europe. Where would you say? Obviously, you said Germany is your number two home. Apart from Germany, where else have you been that is very memorable to you in Europe?
In Europe, I love Czech Republic. I love Prague.
Why would you say that?
Because I feel like very very nice and very incredible. The people were so nice. I remember the tower, the castle. I remember the main square with a big clock. No, that wow, that was amazing. Also the Jewish neighborhood. It's like a mix of many things just in that little area. I remember also the car bridge. The car bridge, I remember that was one of my favorite because I went for Easter to celebrate, so to travel also in Czech Republic, and I remember the bridge, car bridge with the moon. It was a full moon that night that I was there. So and I was alone, but I never felt alone there. But after that, also Greece, I can say Greece was amazing. Yeah, Greece was amazing. Um, and France. France was like, wow, very nice. I mean, I think maybe because it was like a place that I want to go, was a place that even I know the language, I know like part of the culture, so that maybe motivate me to go there. But for sure, there's many other countries I think that I will discover in the future, and then I will call you and I will tell you, hey,
Yeah.
we just changed this. So I don't know. The first one is now this, no, this
Yeah, yeah.
city or this country. I never was in Asia, so I have a lot of friends. So, but there will be a time that I should go.
And let me tell you, once you go to Asia, you might change your favorite country. Favorite country.
Yeah, maybe.
And what about outside of Europe? Where would you say is your favorite place? I'm assuming it's going to be South America or Central America.
I love Brazil and I love Argentina. Argentina and Brazil are quite nice countries, I think. So, but also for sure, no, Central America that I don't know, like to consider. So, actually, the best country that I can say that was very different and quite shocking in some aspects was Cuba. Cuba was very nice. Was quite like old and new constructions, old and new cities and towns. So that was like one of my favorites.
Well, we're going to quickly finish off with a few rapid fire questions. So, favorite food you've had?
Kebabs in Germany, feijoada in Brazil, the lomo de chorizo in Argentina, or the biggest, the steak. Of course, Uruguay also good beef, yeah. Chile, the wine, Argentina, the wine. So, I mean, you know, food and drinks come together for sure. So, pisco in Peru is the best,
Absolutely,
definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah. So Ecuador, the ceviche is also nice, different than Peruvian one, but I think that is very good. Actually, it's no bad. It's good. Yeah. So the the breads and the cakes in Germany, Belgium, and France. I think that are the best, the best.
Okay.
You know that I'm quite overweight, so don't.
No,
So
no, no, no. Well,
we should stop with that.
yeah, yeah. Well, what about hotels or hostels?
I would prefer hostels, but nowadays also hotels are very good. Specific now because of the pandemic of the coronavirus, I think that many hostels will change the dynamic of or they will change the concept of what is a hostel. But I like many of them.
And lastly, would you rather fly or would you travel on the road?
I will prefer a road if I want to enjoy the landscapes, and I will prefer the road.
Well, Jimmy, we've come to the end of our chat, and I hope people listening have really enjoyed, hearing you speak. And I've thoroughly enjoyed speaking to you and reminiscing about our time in Peru, but also listening to what's been happening in Peru and your sort of travels over Europe. Hopefully, you can get to Africa soon. Maybe go to Spain,
Yeah,
and hopefully you can get back into work as well. Because obviously,
of course.
we want yes, of course, we want everything to get to.
Thank you
No
for
problem
the
at all.
big
Well,
best wishes.
thank you for coming on, and yes, I wish you all the best, and hopefully we can see each other. Because I remember we said we'll meet up very soon.
I hope to see you soon, to enjoy again traveling and enjoying life.
All
Yeah.
right, take care, Jimmy.
Thank you so much,
Bye
Chef.
bye bye.
Have a great day. See you soon.
There you go, guys. That was Jimmy Ezcurra. As I said to you, he's such an incredible guy. I hope you all enjoyed what he had to say. That's it for another edition of 50 Minutes. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Until next time, bye.